Welcome back to Roma's Kitchen, guys. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make these bullas on screen. Trust me, they look good, but they taste even better. So if you want to see how it gets made Roma's Kitchen style, stick around right after this intro.
Y'all better can't cook. Think you know you pay your pretty look. You want to live a restaurant and come done man bank book. Cook, recipe book.
This is everything that's needed to make your ginger bullas. I'll tell you what each ingredient is and how much of each I use as I go along. So here I have 1 cup of water, and to this I'm going to be adding in 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Next I'm going to go in with 1 teaspoon of rose water. And you know these are to give you some nice flavoring. Next I'll be adding in 2 tablespoons of molasses. But I'll be transferring this to a bigger container because I actually want to dissolve the sugar in all this and the cup was just simply too small. So I'm going to be adding in just 1¼ cups of sugar, and I'm using brown sugar here, soft brown sugar. So next I'm going to mix this all together to get the sugar nice and dissolved. That's it for that. So to 4 cups of flour, all-purpose flour, I'm going to be adding in 1½ teaspoon of baking powder, a half teaspoon of baking soda, half teaspoon of salt, and 1 teaspoon of nutmeg and cinnamon. Next, I'm going to go in with only 2 tablespoons of ginger powder. And we also want to use freshly grated ginger as well. So I'm going to be adding to this only a 1/4 cup of freshly grated ginger. So next I'm going to be mixing everything together to get all the ingredients nice and combined and that ginger, that freshly grated ginger, nice and evenly distributed. Next, I'm going to be adding in a half stick of unsalted butter, and this butter was in the fridge so it's nice and cold. That's how you want it. Then you're just going to press the butter and the flour together to get this at a nice breadcrumb-like consistency. So yes, you want to ensure that your butter is nice and cold for you to get this. Press the flour and the butter together for a few minutes. That's good now, so we're going to move on to kneading the dough. So here in the center of the dry ingredients, I'm going to go in with a little of the wet ingredients. You want to add this a little at a time. And then you just want to use your hand to mix everything together until this starts to form a dough. And in all honesty, I did not use all of this wet ingredients, so what you can do is use ½ cup of water instead of 1 cup and 1 tablespoon of molasses instead of 2, since all the liquid won't be used. So what I'm doing here is I'm just kneading this because I want to achieve a nice and soft sticky dough. One that looks something like this. It's nice and soft and sticky. You can see that right here. You want to get nice and soft bullas, so you need nice and soft dough. So here it is. I'm going to be covering my container. Well, I'm going to be covering the dough. You can cover the container with some cling wrap or a nice damp kitchen towel. But I just went ahead and just covered the dough. So I'm going to let this sit for 15 minutes, then I'll be right back. About that time, this is the dough. It's still nice and soft. So on a clean surface, you want to go in with about 1/8 cup of flour. And this is why the dough needed to be nice and soft from the get-go, because you know more flour will be added to it. So I'm just going to move this around just a little as if I'm kneading it. Then I'm going to be using a rolling pin, and I'm just going to flour the rolling pin just a little. Then I'm just going to rub my dough out to about 1 inch thick. Until it looks something like this. Very nice. This is smelling so good already, so you know your bullas will be nice. So I'm using a plate here to cut the shapes for my bulla. You can use whatever you have to get these nice circles. And I have these on a nicely lined tray. I'm going to be baking these for 25 minutes at 350 degrees. Then voila, we have bullas here, nice and soft, and I got 6 nice size bullas from my dough. They are nice, gingery and soft, but we're not done yet. I'm going to be adding on top of each bulla some butter. I have some butter here, nice and melted, which I'm just going to brush each bulla with. And once this butter soaks in, it kind of gives it a nice flaky top once you break this. And look at this. It is nice and soft on the inside. Wow, lovely guys. This recipe, lovely. Try this recipe to the T and let me know what you think about your bullas. Lovely, nice and lovely. And of course I have to be having my bullas with some pear. Look at this guys. Wow, beautiful, just beautiful, lovely. It's nice and soft, just nice. And I'm having my bulla with some avocado, or you may call it pear. I like having it with cheese sometimes, so let me know in the comment section what you like to have your bullas with, pear or cheese. And of course, if you like the video, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn your post notifications on. Until next video.